Alright, everybody. I'm sure everybody has noticed the title of this video. Well, um, the reasoning for that title is the simple fact that apparently, well, for lack of better phrasing, and just to come straight out and be blunt, one, I have been seeing a lot of videos lately of Gen Z. Yeah, I said it. Not that I care. Pretty much busting Gen X's balls on stuff and poking the really large grizzly bear. That's kind of ignorant on your part because I want to point out a few things. One of the latest ones I came across, and no, I'm not going to point out who that person is because it would eventually get around to them without a problem. But I'm noticing a trend with them. And Gen Z, or some of Gen Z, likes to go around proclaiming that they are the toughest generation around and the most destructive, or whatever the hell it is it's coming out of their mouths. Not that I care. When I'm finding it hard to believe, because how is it that Gen Z is so much tougher than Gen X, but yet just about everything that upsets them, they either want to have it canceled or they want to sit in the corner and cry and go to their little safe zones. Well, here's the difference, and if y'all want to proclaim that y'all are tougher than a Gen X, Gen X don't need a safe zone or a little corner to go hide in and like snuggle with their little bunny or whatever the hell it is. Okay, so y'all can end that argument right now. And one, I'll clue y'all in on a little secret. Just because y'all say, "Oh, we don't agree with that. We can have it canceled." Well, guess what? Yeah, you can have it canceled. You can get it off social media. But guess what? 90% of the stuff you enjoy doing these days, and like internet, video games, your smartphones. Let me clue you on a little secret. One, Gen Xers more than know about technology, so don't think we don't. And yes, I said we. Because it's more likely a Gen Xer that came up with half the shit that you enjoy nowadays. And no, I'm not going to censor this and cut out the bad language because one, I'm kind of fed up. I have seriously heard enough. And so back to the part of y'all canceling everything. Well, yeah, you can cancel it. You can get it to where it's not on social media for a little while. And I'll get back to the point where I said little while. And all that good stuff. But just because you have it canceled does not change that person's opinion. It does not change their thoughts or what they believe or how they think. It just means that for that little bit of time, they can't say it on social media. Because the only way you know of to fight and defend yourselves is to band together and have it canceled. Like the whole thing I'm seeing lately with y'all trying to cancel Eminem. And I know everybody by now knows who Eminem is, okay? And honestly, good luck with that. Really, seriously. The man has even tried to cancel himself. It didn't work. All right? So you're going up against a well-known rap artist that is not just well known, but also a hardcore Gen X. Okay, and Gen X to the point to where, well, there's there's Gen X, and I'm not taking anything away from the other Gen X's out there. I never would. Trust me, we're all crazy. We all did some wild stuff that none of y'all can ever prove. And well, then there's the ones like Eminem, the more feral ones that will literally get up in your face and tell you that you are, well, for lack of better phrasing, a little bitch. And so for y'all to make that statement is extremely humorous because Eminem falls into that Gen X category where um, he's one of the more feral Gen X's. And he's not going to get canceled that easy just because an entire generation got a little butt hurt and decided to cry. Uh, y'all are hilarious now, okay? And as far as a Gen X not knowing anything about technology or anything like that, well, we're going to go back onto that subject because, as you can see in the background while I'm talking, this just happens to be Grand Theft Auto 5 online. And I'm actually sitting here playing it. So, how do you figure Gen X knows nothing about technology or anything like that? Hell, we probably helped invent 90% of the stuff that you enjoy. So here's an idea. Quit being a dumbass, as I have run out of words to actually be polite at this point. Okay? Because honestly, your thoughts on the whole situation is if it doesn't agree with you, it offends you, or it hurts your little delicate feelings, you're going to have it canceled. Let's band together. We have it canceled. We shut them up that way. Yeah, you can shut them up on media, but you're not going to shut them up in real life. Okay? That does nothing. All right? You want to, if the ones that are proclaiming from Gen Z that they are the toughest generation, okay, step up and actually prove you're the toughest generation. All right? Because sitting there and having people canceled just for the hell of it, that don't mean crap. All right? I mean, there's a reason this video is entitled, I See Dumb People. Because that right there, just, and I'm not making fun of anybody who happens to have a disability of any kind. Trust me, I wouldn't do that.
Here for the magic touch.
Ever. Okay? But the whole point about it is, you gotta be missing a few spark plugs from your V8 engine. And I know a lot of y'all are not gonna catch on to that concept. To think that a person like Eminem is just going to be canceled overnight just because he upsets you and hurts your little delicate feelings. Okay, so like I said, Gen Z, if you want to really prove you're tougher than Gen X, grow a spine. Okay? Quit getting butthurt every time somebody says something to you. All right? It's like you wear your feelings on your sleeves, and it's like, oh my Lord. Honestly, I could go on for hours pointing out why Gen Z is not the toughest generation out there, and why you probably never will be. But I'm not going to waste my time or the rest of my breath for my day to do that because, one, yeah, it's fun messing with these video games and sitting here occasionally and doing this stuff. But like any other Gen X, There is one thing I enjoy doing more than anything else in the world, and that is being outdoors, out in the woods, and uh, seeing what kind of hell I can stir up. And a lot of us Gen Xers are damn good at stirring up hell. I I can promise you, and some of the other Gen Xers will probably catch on to this pretty fast. That uh, see, hell probably has some seats reserved for Gen X. Okay, but I guarantee you, Satan isn't looking forward to us showing up. I promise you that now, because he knows we'd come down and take over. But that being said, I want Gen Z to think about what they've said and the concept that they pretend to be the toughest generation around, even though they can get butt hurt so easily and cry over stupid stuff. And just because they don't agree with it, they think they can have it canceled. Well, like I said, you can get it off of social media and stuff like that. It doesn't change the person's opinion. It doesn't change what they will say or anything else. That just means you don't have to listen to them for a little while. And what I mean by a little while is they can always wait a little bit, start up a brand new page, and be right back to doing exactly what they enjoy doing. So, you guys, that's enough of my ranting and setting some stuff straight. Y'all have a great day. And I don't know, figure out how to go through an entire day without needing your safe zone.